Well, hey, good evening. Let's take a look at our first forecast. It's brought to us by Stored at Home. Rent your own portable storage building. Our surface map showing plenty of showers and thunderstorms scattered across central and eastern Louisiana. We'll continue to see those move across the evening throughout this evening into the overnight hours. Tomorrow, though, we're going to clear out for the first part of the day, that is. Temperatures largely in the low 80s, warming up to the upper 80s, breaking in to the low 90s by the afternoon. We'll see plenty of humidity, though, with more showers and thunderstorms possible. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll talk about that coming up here in just a bit.
Welcome to ABC 31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. This week, the Alexandria Police Department will begin their Citizen Academy. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has our story.
You see it on television. Police officers conducting traffic stops and making arrests. But that's television. What if you had the chance to learn about what law enforcement officers do on a daily basis in real life? On October 3rd, the Alexandria Police Department Citizen Academy will begin. And many are wondering, what exactly is a Citizen Academy?
It's a 7-week program where it brings citizens in and it explains to them and really gives them in-depth knowledge of the police department, why we do certain things, how we do certain things, what resources and assets we have for the city. It just gives a greater understanding of the police department and law enforcement in general.
Classes for the Academy consist of an overview of the Alexandria Police Department, from patrol functions and DWI enforcement procedures to crime prevention and more.
Sometimes there's a lot of misinformation or just maybe lack of understanding of why we do certain things, and I think once we have something like this, it clears that up. It just helps improve the communication between us and the citizens, and it also helps us to bridge that gap.
Although the Academy begins on Wednesday, it's not too late to sign up.
They still have a little bit of time. I know we kind of said, well, Friday was the cutoff, but it doesn't mean if you don't apply today, if you go to our website and you print out a application form and send us in today, doesn't mean that you won't get accepted for this Citizens Academy. You got to be 21 years of age. Of course, first preference will come to those who live in the city of Alexandria or who do business in the city of Alexandria. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to live here to come to the Citizens Academy, because I said again, it's for law enforcement in general. And then the other thing is, obviously you have to go through a background check to make sure that there's not individuals that have a significant criminal history.
The Academy will meet once a week for 7 weeks on Wednesday evenings. Visit the Alexandria Police Department website to learn more. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
State police arrest a driver involved in a fatal crash in Evangeline Parish. 28-year-old Marla Rushing of Ville Platte is charged with vehicular homicide, vehicular negligent injuring, and operating a vehicle with an expired license. Troopers say she was drunk at the time of that accident early Saturday morning, which took the life of 24-year-old Michael Fontenot of St. Landry. A man from Oakdale died over the weekend in Beauregard Parish. State police say 29-year-old Stephen Hendricks failed to negotiate a curve, ran off the highway, struck a tree, and then overturned. They say he was thrown from his vehicle. A man from Manny also died over the weekend from injuries sustained in a Sabine Parish crash several days ago. 22-year-old James Moss was in an accident on September 25th. Troopers say he collided with an SUV on Highway 191. Natchitoches police say they have arrested several suspects for a fight inside the Walmart Supercenter last week. They include 52-year-old Sharon Duncantel and 17-year-old Faith Duncantel. Police also arrested 17-year-old Erlene Lucas, a male juvenile, and a female juvenile. Rapids deputies arrest a man from Lena for domestic abuse battery. He's 59-year-old Edward Lee Randall. Deputies say they were called to Clico Landing Road about that incident, which appeared to be a fight that happened when the victim and Randall returned from the store. Randall was later arrested in connection with that incident. Grant deputies stayed busy over the weekend with a number of arrests. All of these are in connection with drugs, including 2 from Dry Palm, 45-year-old Christopher Chalette and 28-year-old Laura O'Neill. The traffic stop resulted in the arrest of 27-year-old Landon Seals of Pollock. Also arrested are 43-year-old Kimberly Tyler of Dry Palm, 26-year-old Tyler Vanderwater of Pineville, and 32-year-old Megan Olson of Dry Palm. Another drug arrest was made at a building. This was 51-year-old Michael Larkins of Pineville And still another is 55-year-old Eric Jones of Ball, who was also charged with drug offenses. And a Pineville man is sentenced in federal court to 5 years in prison for accessing child pornography online. 24-year-old Corey Brosett pled guilty back in May. The Tunica Biloxi tribe of Louisiana recently welcomed a new member to its language and culture revitalization program. ABC 31's Shar Thomas introduces us to the new linguist.
There's a new linguist in town ready to spread the Native American language right here in Marksville. Starting with me.
So we'll start off here, and I'll talk about, we already have the words that we're going to teach for the week. So I'll hold up something and I'll say, Kotitapa. Kotitapa.
Tyler Whitaker joined the Tunica Biloxi Tribe Language and Cultural Revitalization Program staff last month. The Tennessee native jumped at the opportunity after completing both undergraduate and master's degree in linguistics anthropology, along with volunteer work that led the new linguist to Marksville.
Well, I got my bachelor's degree. I got a bachelor's of science from Middle Tennessee State University, and that was in anthropology with a concentration in linguistics. And then I went to graduate school for my master's at Southern Illinois University, where I met Dr. Layla Monahan, who introduced me to Judith Maxwell from Tulane University in New Orleans. And I knew that I wanted to work with a revitalization program, and so Dr. Monahan got me in touch with Dr. Maxwell, who was working on the Tunica Language Project, and she brought me into the fold.
Whitaker wears many hats, from teaching others the Tunica language, managing social media accounts, and online courses. If you would like to find out more about the programs, visit their social media accounts or visit tunicabiloxi.org. In Marksville, Shar Thomas, ABC 31 News.
The First at First Business Leader Luncheon welcomed the BCM director at LSUA, Jamie Gilliland, to talk about how to communicate with the next generation.
As a campus minister, we work with college students throughout the year, and especially in the summers as they travel on volunteer mission teams throughout the country, throughout the state. And we are talking to business leaders and pastors about how to communicate with these college students through conflict, through working on teams, and how to coach them through some difficult circumstances. We are sending them to locations that are ministry focused, and so they are working with children, they are working with adults, but they are also working out their faith as they are learning and working in those environments.
Gilliland has been serving as the BCM director at LSUA since 2013. Well, the temperatures will be dropping soon, and we're hoping that you can help us help out underprivileged children this winter. We're teaming up with the Heart of Louisiana Credit Union to collect coats for kids. Lynette Hazelton has more on how you can get involved.
Well, of course, we've got the bins. KLAX was great and dropped off some bins. So we have those propped up, and we've got the signage out, and our newsletter's getting ready to go out to all of our members. We send out about 16 or 17,000 newsletters.
Wow.
So we definitely have some Coats for Kids spots in there. So that way everybody will know in October, look, it's time to clean out those closets, try those coats on. If they don't fit, bring them by. We've got a great way to recycle those used coats.
If only 10% of those folks respond, that's over 1,000 coats.
We'll be calling you to empty the bins.
So let's tell folks where your locations are.
So we've got 3 locations. We have one in Pineville on Edgewood Drive, and then we have 2 here in Alexandria on Coliseum Boulevard and in South Alexandria on Commerce Street.
Okay. Well, listen, we appreciate you guys partnering up with us and helping us with this event. And now what we're doing is we're challenging you, the viewers, go inside the closet, find those gently used coats, go to one of the locations that she's mentioned and drop them off, and let's help keep kids warm this winter.
If you can, please help us in our mission to collect those coats for kids. You can donate new or gently used coats, sweaters, or jackets at a drop-off location near you. Well, over the weekend, supporters didn't let the cloudy weather stop them from lacing up their shoes to take great strides for cystic fibrosis. Family members of those dealing with CF gathered to raise awareness and money to find a cure. This year, they included a pie-in-the-face contest. If you don't know what cystic fibrosis is, it's a rare genetic disease makes it difficult to breathe and can shorten someone's lifespan. If you'd like to donate to finding a cure, visit fightcf.cff.org. After 51 years of teaching, a Bolton High School legend has retired. Nancy Monroe spent the last 41 years teaching in Bolton High School's English department. She's taught not only at Bolton High School, but also at 6 different colleges in a part-time capacity over the years. A retirement ceremony was held Friday evening at the Bolton High School Library, where past and present students, faculty, and staff honored her. Louisiana College rededicated the centerpiece of its campus yesterday evening. The refurbished Gwynn Auditorium is named in honor of G. Earl Gwynn, who served as the 5th president of Louisiana College. The new upgrades are a reflection of Dr. Gwynn's striving for excellence through his presidency. 3 Episcopal churches teamed up to hold a pet blessing service at St. Michael's. St. James, St. Michael's, and St. Timothy Episcopal churches held that special service on Saturday morning. Nearly 40 pet owners turned out to have their pets blessed, and afterward, Reverend Ronald Klingel-Peel had snacks for the pets and their owners. The feast day of the patron saint of animals, St. Francis of Assisi, is this Thursday. Up next, the 1-year anniversary of the deadliest mass shooting in modern history.
Well, good evening. We're going to see a day much like what we saw today for our Tuesday. We'll see a sunrise about 8:04 a.m. Temperatures around the 7 a.m. hour in the low 70s. Quickly warming up to the lunch hour to about 83 degrees. It'll be partly sunny. It might be a decent day to take your lunch break outside if you can. Quickly warming up, though, into the upper 80s, breaking into the low 90s by the afternoon hours. Plenty of humidity also going to make things feel relatively sticky. Now, tomorrow we'll see partly sunny skies. Some cloud cover. It's going to be humid, and it'll still be partly sunny and humid again on Wednesday. Wednesday, we do see a chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. And as we look ahead to the latter part of the week into the weekend, we are going to begin to see some slightly cooler temperatures, maybe dropping down as low as the mid 80s for our afternoon high temperatures. Now, our muggy meter showing that 73 dew point, well into the steamy category. It's not comfortable. It's going to be that way for the next couple of days. Our regional radar and satellite showing plenty of shower activity and thunderstorms across most of southern to mid Louisiana. That's going to begin to fizzle out as the sun goes down and continues to go down into the overnight hours. Our future radar does show a few of those thunderstorms staying alive, if you will, throughout the 10 p.m. hour. That's going to continue to fizzle out, though, quickly into the latter part of the evening into the overnight hours. This is a look at 1:15 in the morning, and as you can see, most of the area is clear at that point. Now, our forecast map for tomorrow shows plenty of warm, humid air coming up from the south, the Gulf. That's going to spawn a few showers and thunderstorms, likely, though, well off to our east. That's hoping to be the case anyways, and that should be the case for our Wednesday. Our feel like temperature tomorrow is going to be relatively hot. That's when we take our temperature, combine it with the dew point and what it actually feels like on your skin outside. It's going to feel like we're in the upper 90s into the triple digits. Now we'll drop down to the low 70s tonight, 71 in Alexandria, Boyce 73. Oak Grove will drop down to about 70 degrees tonight. We'll see some periods of some clouds as we move into the overnight hours. Warming up tomorrow to the upper 80s into the low 90s. 91 is our forecast high temperature for Alexandria for tomorrow. You can see that 91 degree reading here on the next 3 days. About a 25% chance those afternoon showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Much of the same again Wednesday and Thursday. Plenty of sun, lots of humidity. Temperatures climbing into the low 90s by the next few days. Scott?
Thank you, Scotty. Thanks for watching ABC 31 News. Have a great night.